Boom shakalaka, what is going on everybody? Randall here from Crypto Love, and today's episode we are going to be talking about a head and shoulders formation on Bitcoin, what that's going to do with price. Also, a lot of potential for some altcoins like Ripple, or potentially the end of altcoins like Ripple. We'll be talking about those, as well as why you might want to buy Litecoin, as well as some other interesting stuff in a second. Alright guys, thanks everyone to subscribing and liking the episode. Now let's go and look at what's going on with the markets. Right now, Bitcoin at $76.90, Ethereum at $234, XRP at 38 cents. Total market cap $244 billion. Bitcoin dominance 55.7%. Has not budged in days. As you can see, most of the market is red today, down a little bit from yesterday. Today, big gainers, Phantom, Nebulous, and GX Chain. The big losers, Hypercash, Augur, and Ravencoin. Now, as you can see here on the charts, there is a head and shoulders forming with Bitcoin. Now, it almost looked like there was a little bit of a double top up here, but it wasn't a double top because there weren't 10 days between the two peaks. Now, a double top would have said the price is going down, but now it looks like a head and shoulder, which again, another bearish indicator. Potentially, price could be heading down. We do see the MACD here. I'll move it from behind my head. We do see the MACD here, again, saying hold stablecoin. So, you know, maybe the price may go down further. Where will it go down? Well, potentially right here. As you can see, we had a little resistance here, little support here. This area right around $7,200 could be the first target it heads to. If it breaks through there, we may be heading even lower, maybe even $6,200. Could be heading down a little bit, but it may not. So let's get into the news. Well, MoneyGram execs predict crypto takeover after internal tests with Ripple and XRP. So they tested out with XRP to see about cross-border payments. And they said, wow, this is really cool, because the worst kept secret about international remittances is that value isn't really moving across borders when somebody sends money. Instead, companies pre-fund bank accounts in countries around the world to be able to power the global remittance industry. So they're not actually sending money. However, now you can actually send money with stuff like XRP. They must be the first people to be able to send money across the country. Not like Bitcoin or anything like that. But I guess they did proof of concept with XRP. They saw that it worked. The one downside, not enough liquidity in a lot of markets. But the great thing is you don't need to pre-fund accounts all over the place. So if there's a lot more liquidity, potentially it could allow them to eliminate pre-funding of fiat. Now they say this, they do believe it's highly probable this is the way money will move in the future. That's right, it's highly probable crypto will be the way money moves in the future. There is still lack, again, of liquidity, and some markets are more advanced than others. We deal with a lot of exotic currencies. In Africa, for example, he doesn't see cryptocurrency being traded in the near future, but in many places like Europe and Asia, it would actually be possible. And if it were to take off, we would want to be part of it. Now, he says in Africa, no. And I would argue in Africa, potentially yes, because all people need are a smartphone, and then they can trade cryptocurrencies. And I just saw this on Bloomberg the other day. I don't typically watch Bloomberg. I think this is probably the first time I've ever watched it, not on YouTube, but it was on the TV where I was. And I saw this thing. This company, KaiOS, is creating this little phone right here. You can maybe see it behind my head. Okay, this is a smartphone. Doesn't look like smartphones because it doesn't have the touch screen. It doesn't have a giant LCD screen. It has these buttons just like the old days. But this is a smartphone that allows all the apps that you would have on your typical smartphone, and it only costs 20 bucks, and it has a 5-day battery life. So bringing it to places like Africa would be a lot more possible than smartphones we have now. Now you say, but what about the touchscreen? I really like that. Well, it turns out the touchscreen uses up a shitload of your battery. So if you want to save battery, just have a smartphone like that. So that's why it may be coming to Russia even sooner. So, or to Africa, not to Russia. This article is about Russia. Russia considers creating a financial center for cryptocurrency trading on the Chinese border. So there's a proposal being considered to create an offshore financial center on Bolshoi Yursky Island. The island located between the borders of China and Russia would be a hub for cryptocurrency trading as well as other financial operations. So it could be like an agreement between China and Russia. Now right now there are 2 other districts as hubs of finance. And basically what happens is residents of these areas are fully exempt from income tax when it comes to dividends and profits from shares of foreign companies. So maybe this will be like a new crypto tax haven. And in case you don't know where Bolshoi Yaroslavl, what island is, if you want to move there, I mean, if you don't want to go to like Switzerland or Malta, you could head to this little island. You see it's an island right there where the dot is. And in case you don't know exactly where that is, we just zoom right out. Boom. Who wouldn't want to live there? I mean, whoo, gotta be cold. Gotta be cold. Crypto was also on talk for the G20 Summit, which happened yesterday. Okay, there was a 2-day conference that took place in Japan, and they talked about a whole bunch of stuff, including cryptocurrencies. And in a final statement, the G20 finance minister claimed that cryptocurrencies can deliver significant benefits to the financial system and to the broader economy. They do not believe that crypto assets pose a threat to global financial stability at this point, though they added they will remain vigilant to risks. Apparently another key topic was the reform of international tax policies as pertaining to giants like Facebook, Google, and Amazon. And yeah, I think that is bullshit that Amazon pays 0 taxes and they make the most profit ever. Well, anyways, taxes, bullshit, all that stuff. Ethereum Classic going to testnet. They have their Atlantis upgrade this month. So it was supposed to be in August. They've moved it forward to June 19th. And basically this upgrade, what it's going to do is the goal is to enhance interoperability between Ethereum and Ethereum Classic blockchains such that migration of dApps from one blockchain to the other is easier. So it may bridge the gap between ETH and ETH Classic. Interesting. Max Keiser in the news, he said that Facebook's crypto, known as Globalcoin, Libra, whatever you want to call it, will kill XRP and altcoins, but it'll boost Bitcoin. So he thinks that if this Facebook global stablecoin, Facebook obviates the needs for hundreds of altcoins, including XRP, because you could just send Globalcoin all over the world. The altcoin apocalypse is nigh. That means near for those of you who don't, hear many of these apocalypse things that often. It will also drive Bitcoin's price higher, and I'll tell you why in a second, as Bitcoin competes with gold, not fiat. Also, crypto payment companies likely to be wiped out. Yeah, this is potentially going to be a big one. They have like billions of users, and if all of them can use Globalcoin, yeah. Charlie Shrem pipes in case any of you want a very good idea, you might want to listen right now. So he says Facebook is launching their crypto coin called Libra. What's interesting is they're offering companies $10 million to become the first validators. If anything, it renders Ripple useless. The first companies to create a Libra Bitcoin exchange will make a killing. That's a good point. Because if you can exchange Libra to Bitcoin, that's like Bitcoin Tether, that type of thing. If you can do that, you can make an absolute killing. Now here's how Facebook coin, Global Coin, Libra, whatever, could boost Bitcoin. So, laying out a hypothetical scenario, the Block Tower CEO notes that 30 million of Facebook Coin's users, 10% of the hypothesized 300 million, could eventually stumble across Bitcoin, meaning that the decentralized crypto community would double in size, no questions asked. Not only would this bolster adoption, but this influx of users would also increase Bitcoin's network effect, thus increasing the value of Bitcoin. Yeah, if you add 300 or 30 million people to Bitcoin, that's a lot. Now, he says it's going to. So, anyways, this is my smooth segue between the two. Max Keiser says Facebook's crypto is going to kill XRP. Peter Brandt, huge trader, says now it's time to buy XRP and Litecoin. I mean, Litecoin is kind of obvious. They have a halvening coming up. Always after the halvening, price goes up. But XRP, yeah, he tweeted this the other day. He says that crypto charts of interest. Litecoin Bitcoin has completed a significant buy signal, so it had a blow off top, back down to the bottom. New recovery highs in XRP would be constructive with targets of 56.5688 and 0.6260. So he thinks that Litecoin and XRP are going to be gaining. I agree with him on Litecoin, maybe Ripple too, because Ripple's been in a bit of a slump for like months and months and months, 6 months. So that's all the news for today. Guys, if you are around Friday, you might want to check out this the Binance Charity Poker Cup, hosted by TronBet. There's a good chance you might know the commentator, and there are going to be some pretty significant people there, like Charlie Lee, Justin Sun, CZ Binance, and someone else you might know. So you might want to check that out. It is 9 o'clock Pacific time on Friday. You can also auction to actually participate in that cup, so you can go to binance.tronbet.io. to do that. And lastly, if you want to get into trading, check out Signal Profits. There is a link down in the description. 2 weeks for $7. They also have a signal trading challenge going on right now. It's pretty exciting, so you want to check that out. You can get like 18% a day, 11% a day. Pretty cool. And lastly, if you want a wallet to hold all your crypto and earn interest on them, check out the Monarch wallet. All right. Catch you guys later. Peace. Bye.